Alright, we are back with another Pioneer video. We're just going to play some best of one because I wanted to make a quick video. This sideboard is fake, just placeholder stuff. But yeah, this was something I wanted to try that I don't think I ever got around to, which is playing Formidable Speaker with Prime Speaker Vannifar. So, we've got a new Fauna Shaman variant. This one has very relevant text of untap another creature. So it says your combo lines without needing to have a combo piece in your hand or a clone or an untap effect in your hand. So that's very nice. Card fits pretty well. It's also an elf. We've got a Cavern of Souls for our Vannifar, for our Llanowar Elves, and our Formidable Speaker. So yeah, let's get into the deck. 61st card is probably this Nature's Rhythm if you just want to cut a card. But what we are doing is we are using Vannifar to sacrifice 1-drop. That's going to get us Corridor Monitor. That will untap Vannifar. Then we're going to get Extraction Specialist. That's going to get back our Monitor. We can keep Glasspool mimicking the Specialist if we want. If we have an untap or we already have like a Sephiroth or a Zulaport Cutthroat, eventually we can chain into Desecrex, which will get back our Glasspool Mimic, and then we'll drain them infinitely and win the game. Otherwise, if your speaker gets removed or any other case, you can just chain upward and leave one Glasspool Mimic in your deck. So your board's going to be like 3 Extraction Specialists. You get Bounding Krasis, get Desecrex, then get back the Monitor, and then you can sack the Monitor to get the Sephiroth. Sack thing if you want, and then next turn you'll be able to get the Glasspool Mimic from your deck and start copying the Desecrex to go infinite. So you don't have to combo. Also, you're making a big board that is difficult to your opponent to deal with. And then if they kill all your things, they get drained. So lots of different ways you can just do like beatdown plan, normal things. The other thing we're doing is we're using the Badgermole Cub card. This card is obviously busted. So it's really underexplored in Pioneer. This is a deck that can utilize it. We've played some like green-black sacrifice decks that we had success with. So I think it'll fit in well. We already have Tyvar to give Vannifar haste. And now it's a card that can make it. So we just more consistently have Badgermole Cub in play. Extraction Specialist also notably get back Badgermole Cub. And then Glasspool Mimic can just copy it so you get more mana. So I think this fits pretty well. Uses some of the new cards well. So I wanted to give it a go. Mana base is a little bit sus, but we do have Starting Town to help us get white mana or red mana. Tavern can be named on villain if need be, or human, I guess. And then, of course, Mana Confluence, Multiversal Passage, Starting Town, all that jazz. Quantum Riddler to get, just for value. You could do Craterhoof things if you really wanted, but I don't think that's necessary. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to play some best of one, just see how it feels, and sort of upgraded Vannifar. I do think Formidable Speaker and Badgermole Cub are 2 big additions to this deck. I don't think this deck really gets anything from TNMT, but I'll have to look closer. But yeah, if you guys want the lists in the description, and I will see you all in the games. Alright, we go first. I think this hand is probably good. A little hairy if my elf dies, but... Uh-oh. Not nearly as bad, obviously. Do I want to play Cauldron? So what does Cauldron do for me? Card is so busted, man. It's so insanely powerful. Ooh, hello. Hello. I think I'm just gonna send this off and get a Vannifar. Hope we draw land. It does have high toughness. It doesn't clear the spear, but... we need that land block. Here we go. So we're probably gonna get threatened for lethal. Ideally I just keep my whole board. Maybe we're fine then. Let's think about this. Blocks are straightforward, huh? Okay. So Tyvar minus go crazy. What if I mill something I want? I need the 1-drop though. I have to hope I don't mill the Desecrex. I can go sack, Desecrex, Sephiroth. Yeah, so I just go sack, Desecrex, Sephiroth. I win. I guess that's another thing that's true about this that I didn't even really appreciate. I also have the Cauldron, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that this could go. Oh, I fucked up, didn't I? Really fucked this up. No, I had it. I had the win. I just needed to Soul Cauldron, I guess. All I can get here is what? I can get a... Shit. Alright, this sucks hard. Why did I think I was gonna win here? Anyway, salvage this. I don't have another 4, right? So I needed to Sephiroth, sack Vannifar, Cauldron. Accomplish anything for anybody? I think I had to kill. I think I just thought that this would somehow lead to it. Did I need to get this? Maybe we don't die this turn. I have a rage for that, right? All this bullshit I have with Tyvar. This is sick. It's just 9. It doesn't matter. It's really unfortunate they had another rage. I think I had to kill. I just don't know how. A little tired. I'll chop it up to that. That's a win. Like that has to be a win. Between Cauldron and all the other bullshit, I don't remember what the board state was, but like I think in my head I just thought I was gonna have a 1-mana card somehow. Oh, you know what it was? It was in my head I was minusing Tyvar to get a 1 to sack to Vannifar. So what did I do instead? I plussed on Vannifar. So what I was okay, I just did it backwards because I think I knew how to win. So the answer was you just Vannifar minus get 1 and then chain with the Vannifar before the Desecrex. I think that would have worked. I don't know. We'll go next game. Go next game. The fact, I mean, I don't actually, I'm not certain, but the fact that I'm pretty sure that I should have won that game, considering how insane their draw was, is like pretty impressive for my deck, right? So that's promising. Like they got to kill an elf for free. I mean, the double 40 steel cutter, double monstrous rage that used all their mana. Okay. Do I naturally drew Desecrex. So I can go Speaker discard. Don't have red mana though. Are we short? We want like a Zulaport Cutthroat. I could assume I'm gonna draw red mana. It's not very likely though. Just get a Vannifar. This deck is really hard to play. The fact that we drew the Desecrex messes up a lot of things. I didn't really appreciate that when I kept my hand. I was like, it's fine, I'll just cast it, but I don't have very many red sources. I don't think I need Desecrex to win. Maybe this is going to end up being important against... Could have Innkeeper. Innkeeper is a way to get red mana, and it also has infinite life if you don't have infinite damage. I'm just gonna die on turn 3. No. Yeah, I have to figure out how I'm gonna win. Even I'm not dead. I'm probably gonna die on their turn 3. Alright, let's think about it. So sack Monitor, and then I get Specialists. I have a Glasspool in my graveyard. In my deck. I have Desecrex in hand. I don't think I have a way to get red mana. I'll just have to look at my deck. I can draw, I guess because of the Formidable Speaker, I can draw a tapped red source and untap it. I don't think I have a way to just get... Can I just drain them? I have an untap here. I can start with a Cutthroat. Cutthroat, Tyvar, minus, go again, sack drain. I don't know. I don't even, right.
This will make a thrilling tale. We're in this together.
Sack. Set the hope they can't kill me next turn. So do I even want to have a Glasspool in my deck? I think I just get all of them. Not only do you need to, like, figure out all the lines, but you also need dexterity. Bounding Krasis does what? Bounding Krasis gets me to a 3. I want to sack the Cutthroat. Or I can just get the Sephiroth outright. And 4 for a Vannifar? Do I have haste? Maybe that's fine. Then what do I do with the Vannifar? I want a Sephiroth? I guess I wanted a Sephiroth in play before I started doing all this bullshit. I'd rather just 3-3. Okay. I probably wanted to get this down to mess with the Lumra, but now I'm just supposed to hope they're dead to my board. Which, my board is obviously very good. If I had this in my deck, I would have just plucked it off of the Krasis. I just wouldn't have done the line with to get the Zulaport first for the damage. And then I would have changed into this. I guess I would... I think I could have won there. I think instead of doing all this BS, I just need Drainer. Yeah, I guess I do... Do I not have the Glasspool, though? This deck's too hard. I think if this wasn't in my hand, I could have won. Because I also just used the Tyvar differently. I just used the plus instead of the minus for the 1-drop. But do I need the 1-drop to chain upward? Okay, activated ability, everyone can become an elf. What do I want? We're just like beating their bad draw. Actually win this turn though. It's the blocks. Okay. We just win. Awkward, but we'll take it. Still feels like it messed up, but okay. Whatever. Alright, we're gonna go again. This deck is hard. This deck is not easy. Go again, go again. Alright, we go first. No elf, but we got Cub. A little bit late to the party. I do like a 1-drop though for the Vannifar chain. I'm just supposed to leave the Cub back to block. Blocks I just don't die. As I die here. Raid shock. Yeah, I'm just dead. If I'm getting turn 3 killed by Mono Red, then that'll be it. So it's 3, 6, 6, 5, 11, 2, 13. I don't even think it's lethal. I think it would be at 2. Alright. So that should be a kill. I need to end up with Sephiroth Desecrex. Maybe it's not a kill actually. I don't think they can win, is the thing. Sephiroth now? Bounding Krasis, untap, take action, sack Glasspool Mimic, get Desecrex, go infinite. Okay, we did it. We did the thing. Now we just keep copying Desecrex, and then we keep. I don't have to keep going through this because I don't think my opponent can win. Don't really want to concede. Oh, clicked the wrong thing. That's fine. Can I sack for anything relevant here? Whatever, I don't know. Don't really care. With 21, we've got life linkers. Okay, I have another glass pool to do again. Finally. Okay. Alright, well that showed the deck off. It is very complicated. We can keep doing that, or we could not. I think that's probably good enough. Let me look at the deck. Let me think. It is kind of difficult. Everyone just plays blue-red, mono-red. It's kind of difficult to have all your elves live. I wonder if just playing Bant is just better and just play like 3 or 4 extraction specialists because they're decent against the red deck. I don't know if they're the best, but I think this list is solid. Like the core is here, right? This is the core. Core is elves, Cub, Tyvar, Vannifar. And then this stuff is figuring out how I'm actually killing people with my Vannifar. So there's a lot of different ways you could go about doing it. I think this is fairly reasonable. The Desecrex is hard to cast, but I think you just end up with like not as many duds in your deck. Specialist is kind of a dud, not really. Glasspool plays well with Cub anyway. Riddler's not really part of the combo. I don't even think you need Krasis. I don't remember. Normally, I just deferred to old me when I built this deck, however long ago. So there's probably a reason there's Krasis, but you might just not need to play it. I guess Krasis is for if you just have like Cub, you don't have Corridor Monitor, you want to be able to sack to get Desecrex, potentially. Just combo that way, but cool list, cool video. I think a lot of work could be done. I just don't, no one works on Pioneer, so it's kind of me that has to do the work, and clicking through the combo is sort of annoying. But I do think this shell is powerful. I do think there's some interesting things going on. I wouldn't be surprised if this was not terrible. Cauldron's also good against the Greasefang decks, so that's another reason that maybe having this main deck is good. Not sure how many nature rhythms you want or if you need it, but it is a decent value card. So you could do all sorts of things with this deck. I think a lot of room to grow, but wanted to chuck a video out into the Magic space for the people that are interested in this type of thing. But let me know thoughts, let me know cards you think I should play, different ways to build it. Very interested if anyone has any ideas. Do all my deck building mostly alone, and I appreciate any help. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Peace.